Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey. So in this video, I just thought I would talk a little bit about the Legacy Mode beta, which did come out today. And the main thing that I wanted to talk about is PKing, and also kind of some of the pros and cons of Legacy, kind of what I'm looking forward to with Legacy and what I'm not looking forward to. So a while back, I did make a video kind of based on PKing in the EOC and how AOC PKing worked, and a lot of people expressed their opinions and saying that they really didn't enjoy the style of PKing, but now we do have the comfort in knowing that the old style PKing, for the most part, that as we know and remember and love it, is back. There are some changes. Obviously, there's new armors. There's dual-wield weapons now, which there weren't before, and a lot has been changed. And in the background, you're kind of just going to be seeing me using... I did use dual Drygors. For a while, I was trying to use actually the Whipvine and a Dragon Defender, but pretty much everyone in the wilderness was in like Torva and Drygors. There are a few people that were in Tetsu and Vesta and stuff like that, but most people were in very high tier gear, so at one point I just said screw it, I'm going with Drygors as well. But I did try to PK without, I can definitely say that the PK with the Whip and the Dragon Defender didn't go too well, so eventually I just gave up and went for the Drygors, and you're going to see the result of me switching to Drygors, and obviously in the Derek's armors you can see as well. I'm not the best PKer, so don't expect anything too wonderful in the background. Again, this isn't exactly anything I've had a lot of experience with, but this was all in one inventory, so I just kind of picked up food and kept going. But overall, I think the Legacy Mode PKing is very, very similar to what it was pre-OC. Pre-OC, I only went PKing a couple times, so I didn't really have a lot of experience with it. It was mostly just Rune, Whip, PKing with D-Claw switch in the inventory. That's the best that I could do personally when it came to EOC PKing. And I only went a couple times to make a couple videos, and I really never went for fun or anything, so I probably am not the best person to talk about stuff like this because I don't have a ton of experience with it. But I can say for the most part, it's very similar to what I remember, of course, since it was on the beta servers. It was a little bit laggy because it was the first day and there was a lot of people logged on, so a lot of times the hit splats were a bit delayed and stuff like that, but hopefully that will be fixed. Probably the main difference is the attack speed is faster now with weapons, so you kind of hit faster because of the dual wield. You stab enemies quite a bit faster, hit splats come up a lot more, and obviously you don't get the XP drops while PKing like you used to. Every single time you hit an enemy you get an XP drop, and now you get the XP drop at the end of the kill, so you actually have to wait for the hit splat to come up to see how hard you hit them, and you can't just see an XP drop and then immediately pop your vengeance or switch into your spec or whatever you would do in that situation. So that, I guess, kind of inhibits PKing a little bit. One thing I definitely gotta say though is for the most part people were PKing with melee, because as far as I can tell, the AGS and the VLS are by far the best spec weapons. I did not try out the Vesta Spear. That one I've heard has a pretty good spec. I should probably try that one out. The only ones that I found that were really, really good were the AGS and the VLS. Usually I tried out some of the Dragon weapons like Dragon Dagger and Dragon Mace. They're alright. Every once in a while you can get a really nice spec with them, but for the most part you're really looking, if you want a very good spec weapon, you're going to go with the AGS or VLS, at least for melee PKing. I didn't try out D-Claws either. Maybe they might be decent. But I guess the one thing that I'm really hoping is that Legacy Mode will actually bring a lot of people back towards the PKing, because I've been personally really looking forward to making some videos on PKing. I think that would be a blast to go into the wilderness. Obviously, I wouldn't be having gear like this. I wouldn't be like risking Drygors and VLS, but I definitely think I could still have a great time at least doing some Rune PKing or something like that. So I'm really hoping it brings people back, but the main problem is it's not exactly the same as it used to be in terms of PKing, so I'm thinking that might scare a few people off just because the nostalgia drug is so strong that people want PKing to be exactly like it used to be, and I'm kind of scared that people might not give it a fair chance. But one thing I can definitely say for a fact is that Jagex is really looking for player feedback, and they want to make this Legacy Mode pretty much how the players want to see it. So if you are a PKer yourself and you have had a lot of experience with it in the past, definitely go try out the beta a little bit. You don't have to spend a ton of time on here, but just go for a few fights, maybe an hour or two. All the gear on there is free if you want to go try out some Vestas, stuff like that. You can do that. All the gear is completely free at like the Lumbridge place where they give out free gear. And just give your feedback on the forums. Also, if you leave feedback in the comments of my video, I might be able to make some sort of feedback to Jagex myself and let them know some things that people would like to see. But overall, thanks for watching, guys. Just, again, leave your feedback on the forums, and I'll let Jagex know how you want Legacy to be, and we can make this hopefully a really successful launch when it does come into the game. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and farewell.